Bam, bam, bam!
How's it going?
Charlie, you're all over the place. There you go. He's normal. He's normalised. He's normalised. Well,
Is that okay?
That's
Are
very
you in your man cave?
I'm in my man. Well, this is one of my man caves. This is the man cave studio cave. This is where the magic happens in the studio. You know, whilst
wicked, man.
searching for sound systems, I've laden with gold discs and metalheads memorabilia and studio and keyboards and all that caper in this nice soundproof cavern deep in the bunker of the house. How are you?
Wicked, man. I'm doing good. Really good. I've been making music as well. I've been in the studio with Alex from the Orb and a guy called Goldie who just did Horace Andy's new album. He did all the music for it.
Cool.
So I took all my little boy's toys when he was sleeping. I stole all his toys, all the ones that made sounds, took him in a suitcase to the studio.
But don't play it to me right yet.
No. It's a work in progress, but it sounds good, and it's got like little kids going, "Here we go," and it sounds quite rave. You know, it's cool.
I wouldn't put it on metalheads, but you know, each to their own. If you get pleasure out of it, making music, it's brought me many joys over the years and years.
Yeah. I mean, at least I have my merch. You know, I got my Pure Evil merch, so I'm okay. I can make about £5 a year making music, and it doesn't matter because I got my merch.
Doesn't really matter. You've been very, you know, as an artist in London. I mean, 2007, you started with that kind of a very Victorian building, the Dickinson building as they call it, downstairs, and you just started building it up, and you were very quick. You know, a lot of artists, you know, like us, were just very kind of like, you know, in New York in the 80s, we kind of wanted to chase the dream, but when we got there, we just went, yeah, fuck it. You know, it became something else. We never thought of it as business. I mean, you definitely stood out with your own brand.
I got in there fast because I had to. I had no choice. I got kicked out of America, and then I kind of landed back in London.
Yeah, so here's the thing. When it came to graffiti, and because I'm sure the side of the track you began on, what was it for you with America? Is that because that's not happening still?
Well, I saw a lot of stuff by Twist in San Francisco, and KR was everywhere. So it was inspiring and a little mysterious, like seeing these pieces up on the top of rooftops and going, how the hell did they get up there? So a lot of people have said, you know, you start to notice, and then you start to notice more and more and more. It's like if you're a skateboarder, you look at the city in a different way.
Yeah.
And if you're getting into graffiti, you start to notice things a lot more. There's a language of the streets, and there's a poetry in the streets as well. There was an artist called Reminisce who painted these white horses running through the streets of San Francisco. So I guess it was character stuff that I was into, like, you know, the disembodied heads that Twist used to paint the businessmen with the ties, like kind of a hangman's noose around their neck. And that was the stuff that really got me excited. And then when I came back to London, I had to create something. So I started doing stencils, but then I started throwing up my little bunny tag. And that was, you know, like a little 5-second throwy. You can just do it, and you can skip off around the corner and no one knows who did it. Yeah.
But it's the whole teardrop thing for you, because it was really, it was just one thing that was really like it's that signature thing.
Yeah, such a random thing though, you know. If you couldn't have made it up, it just happened at the right time. It happened when Liz Taylor died, and that was the first print. And everyone felt nostalgic for Liz Taylor, and everyone felt a bit sad. So a nostalgic, sad print of Liz Taylor, you know, it went crazy.
That's what kind of blew it up. But before that, with America and the ban, was that caught red-handed? It was a blatant thing for you in the US. I mean, will you ever be going back there? I mean, has that all diminished now? Has it changed?
I think so. I think I like to go back. You know, every year I go and do Scope in Miami, just as an excuse to go to Miami in December, really. But it's really, you know, there's a good, strong following, and I get a lot of inspiration from America. Although America is bloody crazy at the moment. There's so much stuff going on.
I don't know. I think that what I'm looking at on the site, looking at your new stuff, and some of the mixed medium stuff, which you've always done, but you just kind of, you know, Pure Evil Bunny, as far as you're concerned, could be, You know, you've always got this simpler stuff that you've always done, but then also
Yeah,
mixed media stuff, which people don't really pull to, is a whole other batch of stuff that you do, which is really
yeah.
interesting.
It's fun, and also because I've been locked in my shed, during lockdown, and I've got various tools. So I've been making stuff. I think we've all adapted and changed the way that we do things during that process.
Mm.
So I'm just having fun with it, and if I can get hold of neon, I'll make neon stuff. If I can work out how to cut through metal, I'll do metal stuff. If I can make little cut out figures, it's
I
just,
like some of the I like some of the Obama stuff and the twists and stuff that the twists and turns you've got. But I do like the
yeah,
multi-medium stuff, which is great because it's got a different. It's back to a lot of tagging as well, which I really like. The way that you come back, it's made out within
yeah,
circles within our own reign of stuff that we move around. But the
yeah,
art it will always be synonymous to you. But
yeah,
Charlie, here's the thing. The last time we spoke last year, it was this family setup, adoption, all about that, and
yeah. You know all about that.
yeah, and all about that, and there's this beautiful guy that you could obviously exchange a glance at the Waitrose cheese counter, but he's pure evil. Like,
I know, I know.
where did that come from for you?
We just wanted to have a baby. We lost our daughter in 2012, and that broke our hearts. And since
I'm
then, we just
sorry.
wanted to have another little boy.
Hmm.
2015, sorry. I mean, and then obviously, if you're a parent, you continue being a parent even if you've lost someone.
Yes.
And we just wanted to have a little, kid knocking around, making. He's right here, right now. I thought I'd get him to go to sleep while this was going on, but
It's
he's like,
brilliant.
no,
But that's
no,
what I
no, I
mean.
want to
From
hang out.
having this kind of family guy that's gone through this tragedy to come back in such a positive way, which believe me, I've got some people that I know that it hasn't been
Yeah,
as happy ending in that way. It's
it's a new chapter, man. It's
a new
beautiful. I
chapter.
mean, he
But
could,
here's the thing: from being this family guy, this guy,
yeah,
like I said, that you wouldn't exchange a glance at the Waitrose cheese counter with the program. Hello there, how you doing, Charlie? To this
yeah.
guy over here, which is pure evil. Where did the name come from when you first started with this thing? How did it really?
Oh, I shot a rabbit, and when I was a kid, and I felt awful about it. And then one day in my sketchbook, I started drawing, and I was sketching. There was a book called Pictoplasma, and it was all kind of Japanese inspired stuff, and it was all really simple. And so I was just sketching and sketching and sketching, and then this rabbit appeared. It's not even like a very good drawing of a rabbit. It's not like a Dura quality rabbit drawing. It's like a three-legged thing. But the words pure evil appeared next to it. And I had this whole crew, and it just decimated the whole crew. It just became the alpha, and the other members of the So Fuzzy crew just didn't stand a chance. The pure evil just took over. But then it's kind of a yin and a yang. I've kind of studied a lot of meditation. I've studied like Taoism, and it's like you got to have the dark to have the light. You got to
Yeah,
have the good to have
there
the
is yin
bad.
and yang. There is always that. But I
Yeah,
mean, I think that it's really weird because for Rivington Street was very synonymous when the gallery was down there. There's a few different galleries have had attempts to do galleries down there, and they've all come and gone. But
some have failed. Some have spent
oh,
too much
please,
money on
but let's not
cocaine and
talk about
Brazilian prostitutes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Let's not talk about the failures in that street with the names of the people that brought people down. But you
yeah,
seem to have survived really well with the influx of what Shoreditch is about and the very premise of what we were over the road at Blue Note when no one even knew what that fucking place was.
yeah,
The
for
whole
sure. I was hearing
area
about.
was was
Yeah,
was was like, don't go there. You get searched by the police going in and searched going out.
and it was a National Front area as well. Like Hoxton Square was like a no-go area back
Yeah,
in like
many
the
many
70s,
years
wasn't
ago,
it?
and we kind of changed that, over the next couple of seasons. But it was that place. But it's always had this. It's always bared fruit, But you particularly with the store,
Yeah,
created this, real brand. And I'm really
yeah,
really glad to have you work at the gallery. And I think that obviously going forward into the winter, we're looking at original pieces that we've got and moving into 2023 because we've got eyes on the prize now. We've got a most amazing show with glass, which we're doing, which is going to be amazing in June,
yeah.
with Simon Berger, which is an amazing Swiss artist. And don't scare him. He'll be like, "What's that guy's teeth doing?" Um, And yeah, so it's been great navigating around COVID, and now we've finally got, you know, Nick and the Walker's and new Mona Lisa's there, finally arrived. You know, all these great
Wicked.
new pieces. So, you know, a lot of people are hitting us up now and sending us beautiful pieces, which we're happy for. But isn't it great that it can
I'll
support?
get to work, man. I'll get to work.
You get to work. Hello there.
I can't show his face.
Oh, show his
you know,
face.
because
Oh
the
yeah, no, yeah,
smush option thing. Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, Daddy, why do you want to let me get on there? Poor little guy.
Poor little guy. No, let's not get him in.
Have you thought about dipping your toes into NFTs as well? Have you been getting into that?
Yeah, we're doing a little bit. I mean, I'm doing one big one with the Rare Boys, with a Goldie piece, with some stuff from New York in the 80s that I did. And
That's cool.
We're doing that, which is cool. And we're all focusing on New York, focusing on the gallery in Aurum. Void is coming out in the winter to redo the train. You know, we've got some really good stuff happening there.
That's cool.
Look, from graffiti writer to banished from the United States to blessing us at the Aurum Gallery with some of your wonderful work, and I hope this relationship can continue.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. I'm so happy to be involved.
It'd be great to moving forward, man. Looking at the winter, and be
Do you
blessed.
know what? I remember talking to friends of mine when I came back from California about this, you know, street art thing, and how potentially it could become an international art movement. And boy, it's just gone bananas.
Yes.
And I think it's the perfect storm because it's come along at a time of social media where we know about what's going on here. Someone's doing a piece here. Someone's doing something at yours, you know, and it has become a movement. It's just unbelievable to see how it's grown.
It's phenomenal. I just spoke to Fanakapan, and I did, you know, my good boy James Bullows last week, you know, and Void and those guys. But don't worry, I'll edit the little one out. I just want to thank you.
Smiley face.
I'm gonna
or
put
a little devil face.
I'm gonna put like a proper little. I'm gonna put a little pure evil face on him, probably on him.
Yeah, go ahead.
But listen, God bless you. Good look. What a good looker.
Handsome bugger, isn't he?
Gonna break some girls' hearts. That one.
You know what? We've been going down the playground, and it's hysterical because he's like a lady magnet. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely is.
And then he'll hang out with them on the roundabout. Touch their hand, hold their hand for a minute, and then he's off. He's gone.
He's off. That's it. Gone. That's about enough. Well, look, I'll make sure my boy edits this. He'll send it to you. A guy called Kian or Leon at the gallery will send you an edited version of this. But thanks for your support, and I hope you get to do some originals for us in the winter. We're looking forward to it. And get to work. And God bless you, brother. And well done with the new family, man. It's all onward and upward. Thank you, Charlie. See you in London.
Love you, man.
Peace. Love you too, brother.